Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, but this is a video that's been very long overdue. Actually, it's taken nearly 8 years to complete this, make this video, to be completely honest. Because today we are finishing a Pokemon card set that I started all the way back in 2017. My first ever major purchase in Pokemon was with Shining Legends. I thought it was a really cool set, and when it first came out, yes, I did end up getting one of the biggest boxes because the promos were amazing, and I really thought I could get some really cool stuff in there. Needless to say, that unboxing didn't quite go as I imagined, and I kind of fell off the Pokemon card trend. It was kind of just a shot in the dark. Let's see if I can, let's see if I enjoy this, and it kind of didn't really pan out. But actually, over the years, going back to card shops and other ways of collecting, we've finally done it. We have completed our Shining Legends set. So join me today as we fill up this binder with all the missing spots to complete Shining Legends, and not just complete it, but actually master set it. I'm really excited to get into it. So without further ado, let's complete Shining Legends. Okay, so here we go. So here's my display page, and actually I've got some pack arts. Here is a big stack of cards that we're going to be entering into the binder to complete the set. But I just really love how this double page spread pans out. So without further ado, let's get into the first one. We have our Bulbasaur is in our reverse rare slot, just there, filling up. There's quite a lot of Bulbasaurs here, and obviously we get to the Carnivine. Like I say, there's lots of versions of the Bulbasaur printed out for Shining Legends, and a lot of this input into the binder will mostly be reverse rares, because honestly that was the hardest part, and finding these. A lot of these came online. It was very rare to find a reverse holo, especially for a 5+ year old set in any Pokemon card shop. Very few stocked, uncommons for such a set as Shining Legends. So a lot of these purchases were made online and took months to try and find and get for a good price, especially finding them in the UK proved very difficult. So Fire Energy, we've finished with a Volcarona, which is absolutely brilliant. Nice to finish energies off one by one, and I've waited on this video because I want to do it all in one big go. It's nice doing one by one, but this set I wanted to finally finish the chapter. We've got Croconaw there. I can't remember what energy it was, but it was one giving me quite a lot of trouble and quite a few missing spots. For Alligator, what a cool card. And if you look at the reverse holo pattern as well, it's quite unique with just the energy symbol in the bottom right. Pretty cool reverse holos in my opinion. I must admit, this has got to be one of the biggest Pokemon card collection projects that I've ever done, and I don't even know what inspired me to master set it. I suppose obviously opening out a really big box and opening so many packs was like, well, I have a lot of commons, I have a lot of reverse rares. A lot of these cards were actually stored just in the boxes that came with that premium collection set, and they weren't being valued. It's only like when I started, getting binders, I started realizing, oh, you can actually appreciate cards much better in a binder. And it took me so long to realize that, and I think that's when the cards are all laid out and you can see what spots were left. That's the thing that truly inspired me. Pikachu reverse rare with those lightning bolts, really cool. That took a while. Much like the Bulbasaur, this Pikachu art's been reprinted quite a few times. So we have the Broken Ice holo. So they all look the same, but actually the holo pattern is the thing that, makes them distinct from one another. So that's why there's 6 copies of the Pikachu, because they all have either a reverse rare or a different holo pattern. So now we're getting obviously into the Psychic type. One of the most sought after cards, and one of my favourite cards, is definitely the Mewtwo in the pod, which we will get to towards the end of the binder, and yeah, I've got a special story behind that one. So yeah, we're filling up again, lots of reverse rares, because that was the missing piece of the puzzle. It was just finding reverse rare versions of those cards, and there they go, side by side. Yes, I probably should sleeve these cards up, and one day I will go back and sleeve them in nice sleeves, because it's a set that needs to be, it needs to be taken care of. Got the Marshadow there, and if you look as we go down, the actual feature of this set is Shining Legends. It does what it says on the tin. So bottom right there, you've got a shining Rayquaza, which is really cool. And obviously it beckons back to the Neo Destiny and Neo Discovery sets, which had the original Shining Pokemon in. just kind of pays homage to that. It's really nice. And if you look at the top left corner there, you'll notice there's only 2 fighting type cards. Well, only 1 technically, and it's just a Stunfisk. That's the only fighting energy type card in this whole entire set. And it's just, I just wonder why they landed on that. I wonder what made them decide on, yeah, Stunfisk is going to be our only fighting Pokemon to feature in the set. Just very interesting. A very cute Zora there as well. And you get pages in binders where you have made no progress whatsoever, and this was one of those. Dark type was definitely one of those pages for certain. And here we go, the last card sliding nicely in there, and that completes the Darkness energy set. And then we move on to the trainers. So trainers, I wasn't too bad on this one. I think there was a card I didn't actually have. Forget which one it was now. Again, reverse rares were the aim of the game here. However, there definitely was some kind of trainer that I may have just put in before creating this video. But even so, matchy match, double, reverse rare, put it in, ultra ball. Nice to see the balls. I quite like the 3D artwork, especially on the Great Ball as well. I've always got a bit more affinity to 3D arts, especially older sets as well. And here we go. Now we're getting on to these amazing art rares, I suppose you could say, rainbow rares. So that Mewtwo there in the bottom left, one of my favourite cards in the test tube. I actually went to Japan and visited myself. An absolute trip that I'll never ever forget. So let's just blast through the whole entire page. Double page spread with all the different pack arts in there and a couple of promos in the side. Oh, it's just so filled out. It's just lovely. It's just amazing to see. All grass, all the Bulbasaurs, getting onto the fire and the water. It's just so nice to see. Yes, I will sleeve these at some point, but right now, it's complete. It's not just a set complete, but it's a master set complete. And I suppose with the promos as well, I guess you could call it Grandmaster. I'm not quite sure how that works, but I'm incredibly proud and I'm incredibly pleased to know that this set is finally completed after so long, so many hunts and so many. And this is where I got a lot of fake cards as well and understood how to, find real cards. So it was a lot of learning. This is the card set that had where the hobby I learned the most from. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.